Hello Aries, my name is Jade and I'm coming to you with a reading for the lunar eclipse this season from Scorpio. And the full lunar eclipse is going to happen in the sign of Taurus. And what we're preparing for is an opportunity for us to see our emotions without corruption. That is what this is all about. It gets in the way of, with the act that the earth does in getting in the way of the sunlight, from casting it onto the moon. The moon is still full in its expression. So what we're doing is we're thinking about the relationships that we've made, and whether it be with ourselves, with our material world, or with people that are in our surrounding environments. We'll see what the cards tell us. And so we can contextualize everything. And what the important thing is that, again, we don't get in the way of ways that our emotions are made manifest. This lunar eclipse is a reminder of that. It's metaphorically a reminder of that thing that I've been talking about, not getting in the way of your emotions. So what we are going to do is we're going to pull. What I do is I connect you with the physical and your etheric realm. So what we're going to be doing is connecting and bridging the gap between you and your higher self, or the connections of other people in the etheric realm. So let's go ahead and get started. What I'm seeing is it looks like there has been a boundary that has been made, a line been crossed. Is something that I'm seeing with, okay, so first card that we have is Justice in our past. So there's been an agreement that has been made. You may have drawn a line, and you may be seeing like if this boundary is going to be crossed again, because what I'm seeing in your past is the Nine of Wands in reversed. When the Nine of Wands is upright, it talks about, let me just bring this back up so you can see it. Nine of Wands is upright. When it's upright, it's about maintaining the passions, or feelings. The wands aren't really about emotions, but they're still like, passion is a feeling, and there are things that you're keeping in place. But when it's in reversed, it's almost like there is nothing combating you at all. It's like you were holding on, and there are reasons that you feel that you need to continue to hold on to these things, and in your etheric it's been released, but we may not be seeing it completely, because we have the Four of Cups in your present moment in the physical world. So there's this cup that has been made present to you, but this cup of allowing you to continue on with your life. It's like we're choosing to remember things that don't have any relevance in our daily life. They might be distracting us from things that we're doing. Like if you're at work and this thing is keeping your attention, it's distracting you from the duties that you have. And there are presently in your etheric, what you're doing is you're preparing for ways that this person is going to come back into your life, and you're debating about how you would open the door again. If you so choose to open the door again, that's your decision. Like if you want to open this, allow this relationship to continue, or this opportunity, this thing that takes up your time. If you want this to happen again, that's your prerogative. That's for you to decide. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So again, in your etheric realm, it's you're thinking of ways to give keys to people into your life. These keys of life that you that control, or it's like a puzzle. I'm thinking of the illusion of like as like a puzzle that you're piecing together with certain tasks and things that you want to accomplish in this lifetime. And with the illusion, it's like these pieces haven't worked together so far. So you've driven a line and created a boundary to separate these things from your life, whether it be people, like if you're parenting and these kids are arguing amongst themselves and you've separated them and put them in timeout. That's like the example that I'm getting. You're exhausted, and now there are going to be opportunities for these people to come back together again, but it's like, how do we need them to fit and meld so that they can cohesively work together? Um, these things have to keep in account, have a nature, ways that they manifest, what their desires are, and what they work, how they work. Um, so what the priest does is he sees the nature of individuals or tasks or duties and their potential futures. So there are like potential ways that they can manifest. Um, and what he does is he tries to prepare either family or prepare friends for the future of these things that are going to be made manifest. So it's like those are the keys that I describe whenever I say keys. Um, it's like those that's he's preparing you for something that's going to happen, and they'll have the key to unlock the door and work in accordance in their proper ways. Um, so I've described everything I've described so far. I've tied all the loose ends. I don't see anything I need to make clear, but in the past, justice has been served. Things have been separated so that they can live independent of one another, which is a good thing if it needed to happen. Justice has been served because we don't want people to corrupt others' true nature or manipulate others' life. So that's the justice that is um, that is the justice that I am describing. Sorry, I had to tie that in my head. Um, in the future, we have the moon in reversed. When the moon is upright, it talks about our fears and an illumination of our relationship to our environment. Um, so with everything that I've told you today, you you have an opportunity to look at things from a new perspective. Um, and this may be a line that you've been walking on your own, but haven't seen, or maybe it's something that you've discussed with other people in the past. You'll be your own luminary from this moment forward. You'll be able to tell how things should play forward. When's the right time to reconnect people who have been separated in their proper ways, and um, what what the moon tries to show is, again, we don't aspire to manipulate the thoughts and feelings of other people. We let them live, excuse me, we let them live according to their truest nature so that they can make their own decisions themselves. And with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this is the future in the etheric realm. Um, we are defending systems, or like when I say system, if this is about relationships, talk about how to find ways to fulfill a relationship to its fullest potential. Like social grace, this is a connection to Venus, is what I'm describing. Venus will show you powerful ways to promote harmony within an environment or in relationships. So, Aries, what you'll do is you'll think of ways that these two things can be cohesive with one another, these two people or these two different jobs um, coming together and promoting social wealth. Um, they because this is happening outside of you, these people who are in this relationship might not see ways that they can connect, but you can enlighten them. But that's all you'll be able to do is just try your best to enlighten people. It's not like you're telling them to terminate the relationship anymore. It's already been terminated. Things have been ended. Um, but it's like the potential for them to come back together. You can think of ways that they can be unite the most peacefully. That's what I'm seeing. So you'll be able to illuminate these things in the future, and that is what I'm seeing in these cards. Um, I don't have anything else to add to this reading. If you have context that you want to give, or uh, something to say, give it in the comments below. If you would like to see more of my messages in the future, give me a like and a subscribe because that allows you to see more of my content in the future. I hope you enjoy the message and I hope it rang true. And I hope to see you in the future. Take care, okay?